Good morning. Good morning. I'm your host, Life Pastor Kyle, and I want to welcome you to the Journey to a Winning Anyway Life. It is one of the last Fridays of the year. We're on our way somewhere. I definitely want you to understand that it's going to be important today. It's going to be an important time. So come on in, like, share, tag someone, let them know that we're on. And good morning, Deja Harris. Good morning, Brittany Blake. Listen, is the music too loud? Tell me early. I reset it again. Make sure it's not too loud. But I want to get you to a place where you can understand and be ready for what's going to happen. Hello, Edward Caesar. Good to see you. Chris Blake, fresh out of surgery. God bless you, man. Good to see you. Keep winning, man. Dolores Bell, come on. Good morning. To Wonder Carr, Nia Bolden. I see y'all coming in. It's going to be one for the books again, y'all. It's the last one. I see Latasha. Good morning. Good morning. God bless you. Manny, I see you. First Lady, I see you. Tisa Collier, good morning, Jesus. Everybody's on early this morning. Good, good, good. Come on, Danny Hand. The music is perfect for me. T is because you like music. I want to make sure people can focus on the word and not just the music. So let me know, y'all. A few of y'all let me know how the music is. Canvas Booker, that she is. Sap. Daquan, good morning, man. So listen, y'all. This is our Journey to a Winning Anyway Life, and I'm your host, Karen Culliver. Good to see you. Life Pastor Kyle, and today we're going into all things winning. Minister Rick's music is good. Carlos, thank you, Carlos. Make sure we were good. I didn't want to mess y'all up this morning. So listen, I can barely hear it. Good. As long as you can barely hear it, that's a good thing. Barbara Rubin, good morning. Y'all are in strong. Listen, y'all, we're not gonna wait for everybody else because I want to talk about prepping to win, and there is a key factor in here that I really want to get to you. There's a key factor. Yeah, a key factor. Okay, thanks, Brittany. I see y'all. Emma Shelvin, Mabel Rice. Come on. Listen, I want to go ahead and get you in. Terrence Bell, I'm eager now. I see y'all are rolling in. No joke. Alicia James, out of the hospital and planning to do well. And I pray that every delay works in your favor and that God does everything he's promised to you and your family. Hello, Andrea Thomas. Deny. Good morning. Good morning. Latasha Burgess. Hey, good morning. She said greetings and grand rising. She thinks she's over on Clubhouse. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Good to see us. A longtime friend. Her and her husband. I've been knowing her before this new season of her life, and I'm so excited. Hey, Joanne Johnson. Good to see you. Listen, y'all. Let's get into this lesson today, okay? Because it's going to be just what you need to prep you to end this year so super strong. When I talk about prepping to win, that's something that we've missed, and I'm going to actually set you for it. Set you for it means I'm going to make sure you get what you need to get into it, okay? And so, she say salutation. Come on, intelligence. Salutation, Lady Cal. Listen, we are in the last month of 2022. This is the last month, the last couple of weeks. And we need to be serious about prepping ourselves to win in every area of our life. Do you agree? If you agree, I agree. If you agree, say I agree. Because you got to be serious about prepping. This is not the time that you lay down and relax from your whole year's work. It is the time where you set yourself to prepare for what you're going to do in the next season of your life. I want to unlock, I see Minister Rick say, I agree. I want to unlock a major factor. I see Alicia James say, I agree. Daquan, I agree. Eric Trotman, I see you, man. I agree. Tasha Esther, I agree. Let's see if you are agreeing by the end. That's my goal. Hello, Geraldine Wiley, Geraldine Shelvin. I want to unlock a major factor in your life. A major factor. I see your canvas. A major factor in your life to get you to your next win and the next life winning anyway. I see you said, I want to get you to the next win in your life, not just the one, but then a life of winning anyway, a whole life. And so here a couple, and this is my real coaching. So my coaching class will know this is real coaching right here. The first thing you have to really do is figure out how can I maximize the time that I've been given? Because most of you have things you're doing, things you're setting up, things you're trying to do, and you're trying to figure it out, but you don't think you have enough time. Okay? And you have to literally think about it in a proper way to say, how do I maximize the time that I have been given? How do I really maximize it? Hey, Tamisha Figaro, how do I maximize the time I've been given? I have 24 hours in a day. And then here's the deal. You can't make complaints because everyone gets the same amount of time, okay? Everyone gets the exact same amount of time to do what it is that we have to do in life. And if you don't maximize your time, then you will be wasting your time. Got it? And you don't want to waste your time. Arthur Dexter Powell Jr., much love, man. Enjoyed our conversation yesterday. Looking forward to great testimonies from you, man of God. And so, how do I maximize the time that I've been given? Good morning, Mama Pat. Good morning, Trish Wells. How do I maximize the time I've been given? And then the other question is, on the other side of the coin is, how do I get rid of the time I've wasted? How do I not allow, let me change this. How do I not allow the time I've wasted to distract me and mess me up from what I've been trying to do? How do I maximize the totality of my life? Got it? Jolyn said you have to be strategic and intentional with your time. That's exactly true. And I'm going somewhere. You have to be strategic with your time. The hardest part about being strategic with your time is I'm not going to jump to my message early because Jolyn jumped out there. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna take my time and get it right. I was going. Here it is. I want to talk about it. So listen, in my coaching class, I do this thing. I want to do it this morning to open your minds up. Give me one word for you that means time, or that time is defined with you. One word. If I say the best thing about, or the most thing you need about time, what would that word be? Time. Time is the word. I want you to tell me the first thing comes to your mind. Please tell me. Go. The word is time. I want to know what it is that comes to your mind when you hear the word time. One word, not a paragraph, not a sentence, not a hyphen, just one word. There you go, Carlos. Patience. Brittany said patience. Okay, here we go, y'all. Somebody's that patience. There's structure, execution, discipline. Come on, y'all. Organize, investment. Danny Hinn said enough. Chris Blake said process. Come on, y'all. Daquan says valuable. Arthur Dexter says files. Tasha says management. Somebody says manage. Do y'all understand what time means to people? It is so very important. Tasha Burgess says essence. Denai says organization. Alicia says strategic. Good morning, Aaron. And so that one word. Let me give you another word. I want you to just stop on the time. Give me another word. What does a chance mean? Chance. Like I have a chance to do something. What does chance mean to you? I like that. Manny says precious. Barbara says prioritize. What does the word chance means to you? Chance. C-H-A-N-C. Terrence Bell said money. Time is money. Denai says opportunities. Carla said achieve. Chance. We're going with the word chance now. Chance, you ready? Chance. Chance. Tasha, follow instructions. One word. Chance. Chance. Find the one word. Find the one word. Somebody says moment. Somebody says value. Somebody says opportunity. Someone says hope. Someone says life. Someone else says opportunity. Come on. I saw Chris Blake says opportunity. Geraldine Wiley Sheldon says opportunity. Oh, I like this. Mabel says opportunity. Come on. So people are understanding now. Alicia James says value. When I have a chance, I have value. Oh, Dexter Powell says restoration. Good morning, Dr. Isaac Ford. Man, I ain't bishop. I may be a prophet, but I keep my, you know me, Dr. Ford. I keep my names and titles to a minimum. It's just me. Good morning, sir. Good to see you, man. Hope all is well with you. Tawanda Carr says grace. Come on. Achieve. I ain't even tell y'all like and share the post. It is 35 of y'all on here and you're doing wonderfully well. Like and share the post so I can get it. Somebody says redo. Thank you, Tasha. Tasha says prioritize. When you have a chance, listen. Those words, okay, Andrea Thomas says graceful. Listen, let's move forward. I got to go, so I won't keep y'all this morning. Listen, those words are wealthy words. that come from your now, but rest in your later. Okay? Those are wealthy words. Time, chance. Listen, preachers often preach this. The race is not given to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. And they hoop it. You know, the race is not given to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. Good morning, Dr. Terrence Porter. Say, long time, sir. I've been right here for 2 years, man. Same post. Good to see you, sir. Hope all is well with your trucking and life and family and health. Pray blessings upon you. God bless you, sir. He say, long time. Yes, sir. Listen. They preach the race is not given to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. Then they say, but to the one that endured to the end. That is not the Bible. The Bible says the race is not given to the swift, nor the battles to the strong, nor the bread to the wise. And it goes through and it says, but time and chance happen it to them all. Hey, Tarika Hood. So if the Bible says time and chance happened it to them all, then you got to realize that those are wealthy words that come from our now and go into our future. But they'll also push you into your next winning step. Time and chance will push you into your next winning step. Because really, wealth is produced by connections. Wealth is produced by collaborations. Wealth is produced by relationships. So you have to manage your connections, your collaborations, and your relationships in order to maintain a flow of your wealth. Here we come. Are you ready? Hope you're ready. I want you to think about this. Don't respond. Think about this. Why do intelligent people procrastinate? You got it? Why do intelligent people procrastinate? Why is it that the people who have all the wisdom procrastinate? They never really fully push themselves into an area where they can maximize the benefit of all of who they are. And why is it that people who are not as intelligent, why are they so self-motivated and take the biggest risk? Because they've learned the process that in my life, I can't get stuck on my intelligence. I must evaluate, I must execute, and I must excel in every winning area of my life. If I was coaching, I would teach y'all about those 3 points, which I'm gonna do at the beginning of the year. Dr. Ford, it's just, why do people procrastinate sometimes? Here I come, Sydney. I will talk about evaluate the problem. It's in my coaching. This is my personal content. Evaluate the problem. How do I evaluate the problem? Here it is, Alicia. I have to look at what the issue is first. I have to look at what the issue is. I could go into that, explain. I must look at where the issue is. If the issue is in my life, I must evaluate what the issue is. I have to evaluate who's involved. Number 3, I have to evaluate who should be involved. Got it? Number 4, I have to question myself and ask myself, how much is this problem costing me? Or what is this problem costing me or blocking me from? So then I have to delete the value of the problem and increase the value of my purpose. I have to delete the value of the problem and increase the value of my purpose. Because once you see the benefit in the value of your purpose, then you'll push past any one of your problems. Is anybody hear me this morning? See, listen. Okay, back to coaching. I'm sorry. Listen, as human beings, our nervous system and our whole structure of life, we're hardwired to try to get the comfort out of everything. Aaron Fleek say loud and clear. As humans, we're hardwired to try and get the most comfort out of everything. But our souls are hardwired for for development and growth. Remember, 3 John 2. I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prosper, which means prosperity, or prospering means to move forward, to go beyond, to go past something. So my soul is what pushes me for growth. You know, my soul, my mind, my intellect, my imagination, my wills, my emotion, it pushes me beyond where I am. It's always trying to make me go further, when the way I'm hardwired in my human nature is to find a place to rest. It's to pull back in and find a place where I can rest, where I don't have to push and work as hard, when my soul is really trying to get growth and mature. So when I do take my last breath, I can leave the earth empty and not have all these desires that I've always wanted to do. And so what winning anyway is, Aaron, it's learning to balance our comfort versus our growth. And not necessarily versus our growth, but learning our comfort with our growth. Hello, Kiara, good to see you. Learning our comfort. Hey, Lady Rose, good to see you. Our comfort with our growth, which that enables us to have peace while we develop, watch this, in the process. It's how I develop in the process, not how do I get delivered out of the process. Sometimes I have to be developed in the process. Okay, here we go. Are y'all ready? If y'all ready, just type ready, and then I'm going to go with the music because I'm going to go in there. Y'all type ready, and let's take this branch out. Let's jump on it. Type ready, please, please. You type ready, we're going there. Give me permission. I'm going to mess your heads up just for a few minutes. Good morning, Lady Rose. I see you. I'm trying to stay out of the profit range this morning. I'm trying to stay in the coaching range. But I feel people pulling on me. They're going to pull on me right after this right here. Okay, here we go, Tisa. Hope y'all ready. Here we go, Denai. Hope y'all are ready. Listen, I was thinking about something, and I want to see if I can get your advice on it. If our nervous system is wired, hello, Kenneth Davis, is wired for comfort, and our soul is wired for growth to prosper us, we have to look at our regular life first, lady. I told you this morning going to be a doozy first. She doesn't know when I study, when my notes don't like that. Most of us have had problems in our life. I'm going to read y'all comments right here, so y'all can type all day. Most of us had problems in our life. Most of us have problems in our life. That's 38 people on here. I'd like for you to like, share, tag somebody real quick. Hurry up, please. Tag somebody. Make that number jump to a 50 real quick. Tag your friend and say, wake up. You need the next point. Tell them, get up. You need the next point. Turn off 102, 97.9. Turn that off. Turn the music off. Turn off and get something that's going to feed you for your day and for your weekend. Listen, where I am, it's where you want to be. Got it? It's where you want to be. What God is doing. Okay, let's go in. I'll get you the help, then you help your friends. Are you ready? Most of us had problems. First Lady, I'm sorry I didn't turn your coffee maker on. I ran right by it to get in here. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't need to turn on all her stuff. Listen, most of us had problems in life as kids. Here come the therapist. Most of us had problems in life as a kid, but we didn't even know it. Hey, Ja Bruce, here we go. We didn't even know it. Y'all ready? All we knew was something didn't feel right or didn't add up. I'm going in for a minute. When we were with our parents, we often asked our parents for things because we felt like our parents could always provide. When we as children ask our parents for things, we always knew because they're the parent, they would be able to get what our desire was. So while our parents are supposed to be the people who give us a God consciousness, that if you ask me and do what you're supposed, I'm coming to how I'm gonna prep you to win. But I gotta lay this foundation. They were supposed to give us a God consciousness of understanding that when you do things right and you line up right and you're responsible and accountable, then your parents are supposed to provide things for you. We didn't understand that sometimes they couldn't give us everything we wanted. Here I come to Wonder Car. I'm finna mess up. I hope your kids aren't on here. So we teach them that Santa Claus brought the gifts. So it taught them how to respect him more than us, the person who worked for it, the person who slaved all year long. It taught them to expect him and not respect us. It taught us to expect things from him and disrespect the things we work to give them. Y'all didn't hear me. So we had problems as kids but we didn't know we had problems. Because when a parent who didn't take the time to understand that as a child, I didn't know you had credit card debt. I didn't know you had the pressures of life. I didn't know you and my father were not getting along. I didn't know you were having to deal with not being able to leave my other parent because they no longer want to be together, and you tried to stay together for the sake of me when you were going through pressure. And so you had problems that I didn't know about, and all I wanted was you to give me what I desire. Here I come, Canvas Book of Sap. I didn't know about the credit card debt and almost losing the house. I didn't know about the pressure that you were going through, but it placed them as a parent in an area of undue stress and pressure, which ultimately could have been part of the ending of the marriage, not because of us, but because of life. All we knew was that, come on, Lady Rose, here we go. All we knew is that we wanted what we wanted. But because we interrupted the pressure of your life with our wants, I'm spiritually talking to the souls of our parents. We interrupted the pressures of your life with our wants and desires because we thought our parents could provide anything. We ended up getting the brunt of the backlash of the pressure that we knew nothing about. We got fussed at because we were the seed of our other parent. We got screamed at. We were told, you don't clean up. You spoil. You ain't going nowhere. You get on my nerve. Just leave me alone. When really all I wanted as a child was to be secure in knowing that my parents could provide anything. I'm helping somebody. I'm going. And so you're now in this area when you hear, you're just like your mama. You just like your daddy. Here we come. Then we spend the next few years trying to make this parent happy by not liking the person they used to love. Did I get it right? Okay, all the parents got quiet now. Good morning, Lester, Trey. Now that my mother, now that my father is mad at the other person, they're mad at me. So I spend the next few years of my life, after being a kid, trying to make the parent I'm living with happy by not liking the person that they used to love. Then I spend, here, Carol Dulu, the next 5 years or so trying to figure out what's wrong with my mama. What's wrong with my daddy? Because my mama don't like him, So I got to not like him so my mama will love me. What's wrong with my mama? My daddy don't like her, so I have to not like her in my daddy's presence so he will love me. So then I spend the next 5 years trying to figure out how not to be like who they are and who they're from. I'll say it again. Then the child spends the next 5 years trying to figure out how not to be like my daddy because something must be wrong because my mama doesn't like him. How not to be like my mother because my daddy doesn't like her. And I'm trying to figure out how to not be like who I am because I'm created from both individuals by God, but through them. So I'm trying to figure out, so we were, as kids, had this damage in our life that we didn't even know about. And we've grown through it. And now, Andrea Thomas, we're trying to develop a winning anyway life after all the trauma and damage that happened to us back then. Here I come. While this next part is major, it gives you the one missing ingredient to your whole success in life. Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? I want to make sure everybody's okay. I don't want you being mad at your mama today. Being mad at your dad. I want you to recognize your issue. It's difficult trying to love. How do I love who I'm supposed to hate? Because if my mama hate you, and I need to hate you. Okay, let me do my own therapy. When I was a kid and my mother and father were not getting along, my mom and dad divorced when I was 2.5 years old. So when my mom and dad divorced at 2.5 years old, when my mom would get mad because the child support payments wasn't on time. That was years ago, y'all. I'm 52 years old. I know I don't look like it, but it's okay. When the child support payment wasn't on time, my mom would get mad and she would say stuff like, you just like your daddy and you just like, and I go to my dad's house and I saw my dad doing well and living well and having peace of mind and wonderful. And I couldn't understand. Then when my mother get real mad, I would wonder, she said, I can't stand him. Then I was trying, and then that was on Friday because it was payday for her and payday for him. She didn't have enough money, so therefore she would call and he wouldn't answer the phone because he was busy or whatever. And then Friday she hated him, but then Friday night or Saturday morning she say, your dad's coming to pick you up. So as a child, watch this trauma. How do I go with the person and spend the weekend with the person and submit to the person and love the person that you hate? Hey, Deja Young. How do I go and spend the weekend with the person that you hate? You sent me with them because you're supposed to spend time with your father. Some of y'all send your kids away. I'm helping somebody. I'm prepping you to win. You send them away because you're tired. You're not sending them away for your benefit. You send them away for your pleasure because you're tired of them. So you want to send them away. Anybody can come and get them because you're just tired of them. But then how do you expect the kid to respond when the person you're sending them with you don't like? And now you expect them to go and submit to the person that you don't like. Then I would get to his house and say, I got to go to bed at 8 o'clock because my mama said I got to go to bed at 8 o'clock. He said, well, I ain't your mama. You can stay up as long as you want to. So I get home, I said, Mama, I can stay up as long as I want to. My dad, he said, this ain't your dad's house. So now I, as a child, have to restructure my life every other weekend because I don't know how to function betwixt and between comfort and growth. What? Alicia, I'm just trying to help some people this morning. And so this is the part in our life where we cross back over to success because no one has ever sat us down and talked to us about these issues. And then most of us, watch this now, I'm gonna get deep right now. Because we love our parents so much and we honor them so much, we've lied for them and with them so much, we have been prone to walk on in this mess, Latasha Esther, all of our life. And now we have become the parent that we said we didn't understand because we didn't learn anything else. Tarika, that's it. We had to deprogram every week. And so now, if we look at ourselves close, Tasha, we have semi-become the parent that we said we wasn't going to be, the parent we got married, the parent we left home to move in with our friend, we've now become the same or with similarities. The person that's saying, that ain't me, is a liar. There's no way to have a seed of something and you have no harvest traits. I came to help you this morning because I want to help you deprogram your life and shift you to a winning anyway life. It's 30 minutes. Y'all got me out here. Golly, I'm going to try and fast track this. Here's the missing ingredient for your success. You have to believe in yourself in order to successfully believe in somebody else. Most people don't trust their spouse because they don't believe in themselves anymore. They don't trust their pastor because they don't believe in themselves anymore. They don't trust their boss. They think the world is out to get them because no one's taking the time to say it's okay to have trauma and still trust. Come on. It's okay to have trauma in your life and still trust. Because we often choose people in our life based on what the last person did not do. But you should be making sure the person you choose has the potential to create an environment of the things that you do need and not you running from the things that you don't need. Listen, here we go. I'm almost through. If I was selling my coaching, this is where I would do it, Geraldine. This is where I would, this is where the point would be. Here's the principle that we need to detox and what's the word y'all use? Detox and deprogram all of that. It's the principal word of accountability. Tasha say, Lord, come on, Tasha, hang in there. You got it. You have what it takes. It's the principle of accountability. You have the right, or should I say, having the right to push people beyond what they are is critical for your success. You need a mentor in your life. I'm not referring to me as a coach directly. I am referring to me or anybody who you say you need. You need to have somebody else in your life. Got it. Good morning, Renee. Listen, you need to have somebody in your life. Oftentimes, people think just giving me money or seeding it to me gets them the answer. It only gives you access. You must then apply and appropriate the grace by getting the instructions and following them. Just giving me a seed does not work the process. Just paying someone and saying you have a coach or a mentor does not work. You have to seed to make the investment in yourself and then realize having a mentor or a support system in your life, it's only as valuable to the degree that you are accountable to them. That's the word again, accountable to them. They work if you work. You have to have somebody in your life. Being accountable for your own action, it anchors you in a resolve, which means if you can't separate the problems in your life and put them in levels of achievement through accountability, then your mentor or coach is supposed to show you, you've achieved this. Look, you achieved this. Look, you achieved this. So you can see what you're doing versus having someone, hey, Vivian Zink, God bless you. You're having someone that does not understand resolve. I may have a long list of crazy things in my life, but if I see how I've conquered this and conquered that, I can turn my list of frustrations into trophies. That's what a winning anyway life coach does. It's trophies. So you beat this, you didn't kill somebody. Hey, Sharon Honor, you didn't cuss them out. You didn't shoot nobody. You didn't run over nobody. You didn't tell nobody off. You let this go. You moved on. You went to work. You did this well. You're healthy. You're wealthy. You're wise. Come on. That's what a coach does. A coach takes what you see as negative and anchors you in your resolve. A coach helps you to see things differently and in a productive way in spite of the blurry vision in your sight. You got it? Because where there's no accountability, there will be a greater opportunity for you to relapse or repeat a cycle that's unproductive. You got to become accountable to someone with the goals that you set for your life. Yeah, you got to become accountable to someone because some of you made a commitment to lose weight. You got to get someone that's accountable. Commitment to eat healthy. You got to get someone and be accountable. Commitment to save money. You got to get somebody that's accountable. Because this accountability does not work if you don't work it. Does not have to be a formal agreement. Trish Wells, not really. Accountability doesn't keep you honest. It keeps you focused. Because I got a lot of people who pay me to lie to me. Trish, if you type prove it, I'll prove it. I'll prove it does not mean honesty. Just type prove it. If Trish type prove it, I'll prove it. Because accountability does not have to be a formal agreement. It just needs to be consistent. Trish say prove it. Okay, Trish. There are people that will pay me to tell me their issue and their problem. I will tell them the answer. They will say okay. And then I will watch them spiral out of control while they smile and say all is good. When me as the accountability partner knows what the result and the resolve is. And if there's no result, there's no resolve. If there's no resolve, then there really is no truth. Even though they are being accountable. Watch this, Trish. They are accountable to the attention and not accountable to the achievement. Anybody get that? Whew. Oh, they're accountable to the attention and not accountable to the achievement. Okay. Get somebody that you can be accountable to and accountable with. Don't get someone on your level. You can't go get a crackhead to decide we both gonna get all crack today. What's probably gonna happen is you both gonna have the party of your life and say this is my last one. Then next week you're gonna say, okay, this is our last one. You must get somebody who's already achieved what you're looking at and what you're trying to do. And it must be somebody who doesn't agree with you. Okay. Simple request from a family member or a friend. Help you stay on course while you remain disciplined, while you develop in the process. So you prep yourself to have a winning anyway life by being accountable now. So now you get the chance yourself to hire somebody, to trust somebody, and to check the responsibility and accountability of your first employee. All y'all want to be bosses. Everybody want to be a boss, and I'm closing right here. Want to be a boss. Everybody want to be an owner. Everybody want to be an entrepreneur. Here's the deal. Here's what any accountability partner or any person has to do that wants to be an entrepreneur. You get the chance to hire, to trust, and to check the responsibility and accountability of your first employee. And your first employee is you. It's you. How do I prep myself to win? It's the accountability. You can't fix what happened yesterday, but you can use it as fuel for tomorrow. Listen, I didn't come to push you. I came to literally pick you up, take you, and throw you over the finish line. So 2023 becomes the most amazing year. But when you look back at 2022, you can say, oh my God, what I did at the end of the year blessed my life so well that there's nothing else I'm worried about because I set myself and prep myself to win. Keisha Haynes say, I need prayer in the area of trust. We say we need prayer when in reality, we need honesty in our minds. Keisha, don't get mad at me. Just listen to me very well. We tend not to trust people because people don't do what we want them to do. The reason why we don't trust people, they don't do what we want them to do, when in reality, there's a couple of problems. The first problem is you didn't require the trust at the beginning of the relationship. You let them do what they wanted to do, and now you're requiring more. They may not have it. So if they don't have it, you have to now readjust your expectation of that person or those people. Secondly, we need not place so much pressure on people to meet the need that we have in our life that only God can fill. We're trying to get people to be what only God can be. And in reality, a lot of those people have so many issues. They have this. If you didn't hear the whole live, go back to the beginning. They have the same issues we had. So how can you expect someone who mother left them, father left them, mother sent them to be raised by grandmother, father never came, auntie never came, sister and brother never got along. Now you want this person to be consistent in your life when they've never known what consistency was. The only consistency they've had in their life is to consistently survive and never having an opportunity to live or thrive. So now you want them to help you shift this winning anyway life and have all these proper things in your life when they've had trauma too. We need to stop making people who God has not anointed, here I come Renita Holloway, anointed for the process. Stop trying to get them to be anointed for our process when the anointing for our process is inside of us. We just need a group of people around us to create an environment that helps us to get what's in us out and not for us to relax and seek comfort while other folk comfort us. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. See, once you get to a place where you've encouraged yourself and God has shown up for you, you'll stop looking for people to show up for you. Not that you throw them away, but God never designed us to put all our trust in people because people have issues too. Listen, I just came to encourage you to get you somebody to be accountable to at the end of this year and go into your next year. I had people send me money yesterday. I was like, what's this for? This for coaching. I was like, wait. I didn't even know what it was for. But because they value, watch this. Some people think I could just seed in the grace will flow. I learned from Apostle Hilliard, that's not how it works. I used to seed and think it's going to happen. It took 20 years. But now that it's happened, it pays for itself. I like that. That's a good one, Alicia. Reevaluate my expectations. Sure. Why are you asking people for millions and they only have hundreds in their purse? If you're asking for something they know they can't provide, you're creating pressure for them. So listen, I learned that it's not about the seed. The seed only gives you access. It does not give you answers. I'm having a ball this morning. The seed does not give you answers. It only gives you access. At that point in time, when you're honest, then you will pray for me. Keep my eyes on God since the passing of Pastor Zink. Definitely praying. All that Pastor's invested into you, you've invested into him. All the seeds that have been sown. Now's the time to pray that God would allow the seeds to begin to return. So you'll not have the stress of worrying about anything. Listen, I felt that in my heart right there. We have to just be accountable. It's not about the coaching. I'm making a client list today to find out who my clients really are. I have clients everywhere that send me seed and pay and call and talk. I didn't keep it as it wasn't a money thing for me. It's been a ministry thing for me. It still is. I'm going to find out who my clients are because I want to make sure I'm offering them the best care that I know how. Again, it's not about the money because you can give me money all day. If God doesn't activate the access of me in your life, then you get no grace. You got it? You get no grace. So all you get to do is say, I sold, and that's it. But there's a level of grace that God allows to flow. And then there's a level of answers with instructions. Here's the word I used last night. The seed opens the door to access to wisdom. But to be able to hold or house the wisdom, you must be a person of accountability and faith. You cannot be accessing the wisdom for your own personal gain. It won't work. You can't access the wisdom for your own pride and ego. It won't work. Not that I don't let it work. God doesn't let the flow happen. But when there's a seed, the seed of value, it's not like just send whatever you want to send and then God's going to give you all the answers in the world. No. When God realizes that you've done the thing, God opens the rivers. Come on, y'all don't know what the tithe does. I'm going to tell you what the tithe says. It says, he'll open the windows of heaven and pour you out blessing, have room to receive. That's not about money. The windows of heaven, the windows is when God gives you supernatural intellect and supernatural things. He opens up doors and windows that you know it's not you. You know it's God because you don't have the intellect to receive what you're receiving and give what you're giving. That's when you know that the kingdom of God has been accessed. It's accessed by your seed. So the grace is good. Don't get it twisted. You want the grace. But if you don't follow the grace and take the levels that are needed to be accountable and follow the instructions, you might as well not gotten the grace because you put yourself in a place to have to struggle when you don't have to. Hey, I'm like Pastor Kyle. I came here to prep you to win. It's the winning season. And not just a winning season. It's time for your winning life. I'm like Pastor Kyle, and this is the Journey to Winning Anyway life. It's been my pleasure to prep you to win today. I hope you find a way. Talk to your parents, talk to your friends, create a conversation and relationship around this live. Let them know, hey, I was damaged, but I won't live in it long. I'm prepping myself to win. I got to go, y'all. I don't want to do no fancy ending and say, listen, go to my live, go to my inbox. You need a coach, I'm here. You need mentorship, I'm here. Does it cost? Sure it does. My wisdom is not free. I've been dogged and left and beat by many of people. I've been used and abused, got good money, good cars, good houses, good jobs, got healed, health, cancer, and other things, and then said, you're not worthy of my submission or my accountability. You're a man just like me. Nah. I'm the man that God's called me to be. And this is where we are now. It's now time for us to prep ourselves to win. Somebody just type again. Again. In Jesus' name. I'm out. Like Pastor Kyle, sign out again. Peace. Yeah, bye.